Hey, what up, guys? We're back for our final pop-in. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday, guys. We're almost into Friday. I'm excited because we're coming up on a holiday weekend, and baby, I love a holiday weekend. Do you hear me? We are almost headed into Memorial Day, so I hope you guys are out shopping, honey, getting your ribs, your hamburger meat, hot dogs, whatever it is you like to throw on the grill. Hope you guys have your plans. If you're traveling, please be safe. But in the meantime, and in between time, let's get into this video, honey, because we got some stuff to talk about. Okay. Baby, the streets are streeting. You hear me? Let's get into it. All right. So first topic of the day. Shout out to Reality Rundown because, baby, Drew Sidora and Ming Lee are fighting over Tai Young. I never thought I'd be hearing this, child. The girls are out here girling. Oh my God. So we got to get this out, child. Let's get it out there. So everything said in this video is a legend, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into it, honey. Lord. All right, so they say, honey, this is just in. Ming Lee, honey, from Basketball Wives, who is supposed to be dating Tai Young, stepped up into TRR, the Reality Rundown, honey, comments to call out Drew Sidora on lying and says that she spared her when she filmed for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This comes after Drew shared some words about Ming Lee dropping her name on Basketball Wives at No Chaser TV. So Drew Sidora decided to have Ming Lee name in her mouth, and Ming Lee has responded, honey. So let's get into what was said. All right, so as you guys can see on my screen, this is Ming Lee over here, child, and y'all know Drew Sidora, and in the middle in the circle here is Tai Young, which is said to be dating Ming Lee, and which is also said to be linked to Drew Sidora, which is why Drew is supposed to be getting a divorce from Ralph, according to Ralph, saying that he filed for divorce from Drew Sidora because she had some type of inappropriate situationship, relationship, or carpet munching festival, child, with Tai Young. Okay. So let's get into what Ming Lee had to say. So I am Ming Lee says, at Tai Young, girl, say, get your girl. Says at Drew Sidora, you should just stop after doing all that lying on the Carlos King podcast. So y'all know Drew Sidora did that interview over there crying and lying, okay? It says that I spared you once y'all was filming, and some of your cast told me rather, to air your lying ass out. Ooh, see, everybody always attaching Drew to the word lie, because y'all know Drew will lie if she don't do nothing else. What up, Scorpio Miss? Thanks for being in the building. So, child, let's continue because they were not done. All right, so it said that Drew Sidora says that Ming Lee tried to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but failed, honey. It says that now she's over there on Basketball Wives, grasping for storylines while name dropping Drew. So Drew is trying to say that Ming Lee, she couldn't get her ass on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she got turned down. So she had to head on over there to Basketball Wives. And since she's over there, she's trying to piggyback off Drew and use her as a damn storyline, because everybody's been saying that Tai Young been messing around with Drew Sidora, but it seems that Drew is being mentioned, and Drew feels aware about that. So she called out Ming Lee, and Ming Lee followed it up by calling her ass right back out. Like, girl, don't make me air you out from what I know. Okay. Now, y'all know Mimi Foss, who also dated Tai Young. She also came out to say she had receipts that Drew Sidora had an inappropriate relationship with Tai Young. So I'm waiting on that to drop. And as soon as it does, I'll be right on back with them receipts. But let's continue, honey, because this is what Drew had to say on No Chaser TV. She's talking a whole heap of shit. So let's get into it, girl. Let's turn everything up, honey. Let's hear this.
Ming Lee saying that was one of the deal breakers, was how close you were, considering all of that.
Another person grasping for straws in a storyline is what I gather. Because what else do you have going on? You know, if you have to use my name, because she came over to Real Housewives and she was coming trying. You got glimpses. You know, she was trying hard and it didn't work out for her. So she just went on down there, you know what I'm saying, down there. And was like, I got something to say. I got something to say. Listen, she was never around when Ty and I were friends. Like she was never around. She wasn't around. They didn't know each other. And since, you know, Ty and I don't speak as often anymore, we're still friends, and that hasn't changed, but we don't talk as often. It's just been a lot of life happening. So since they have been together.
What did you think about Ming Lee saying that was?
Ty and I have not seen each other. we don't spend time talking. I've been working on a whole album. So
Yeah.
there's not enough minutes in the day that she's explaining that she is, alleging. It just wasn't true. And so, like I say, a lot of people get on these cameras and they feel like they got to say something that is going to get them a moment. And I'm sorry, I didn't know I was that much of that girl. Like, I'm really clickbait. Is that what's happening? But it just wasn't any truth behind it. So Atlanta, people grab you up and say your name a million times for a moment. And I've never had to do that. I've been in front of cameras my whole life. So it is a little shocking when I do keep seeing this go on and on, even from a year ago. Ty and I have not.
So y'all can see that, honey. Drew Sidora and Ming Lee, honey, from Basketball Wives are fighting. The girls are fighting. The girls are cat fighting, girl, over Ty. Who knew that somebody be fighting over Ty like that? But they did say that Ty was the woman stealer, honey. And y'all know she dated Mimi Foss from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for quite some time. I think Mimi said that they dated 7 or 8 years. They actually were engaged to get married, and that was broken off because Ty wound up cheating on Mimi, and Mimi broke off the engagement and relationship. So then Ty just went on and started dating other people. And then she coincidentally found herself entangled, I'll call it an entanglement, with Drew Sidora. Drew keeps denying it, but according to Mimi Foss, she said she has receipts on Drew doing some inappropriate stuff with Ty. And of course, there was something that Ralph says he allegedly knows and or saw, which led him to go ahead on and file for divorce from Drew Sidora, because it seemed that she was a little bit distracted by Ty and whatever that Ty was doing to her, showing up to her job, arm in arm, and kikiing and laughing and touchy-feely. And Drew even said out of her own mouth in the Carlos King interview, because I covered it on my channel, that she and Ty, they did flirt quite a bit. So with flirting comes kissing and other things which probably happened that Drew doesn't want to talk about, because she don't want to look like the person who was stepping out and doing things in her marriage. But you also mentioned in that same interview that you were out here dating now while you're still married. So maybe Ralph can use that as a one-up. Not that I'm trying to give him nothing to talk about, because you also mentioned that he was bringing women to the basement and messing around as well. So both of y'all are guilty, okay? Because nobody's supposed to be dating nobody until you are divorced fully, until that ink is on that paper, honey. And if you don't want to wait till it dry, that's your business. But when the divorce is finalized, that's when the two of you are able to go out and do your thing. But it seems like you've been doing your thing, and allegedly Ralph have receipts on you and you got them on him. But bottom line is, Ty Young is in the middle of all of this bullshit, and y'all are fighting over Ty. And it seems that Ty is the common denominator between Drew Sidora and Ming Lee out here fighting, child. So let's continue. Oh my God. Okay. Mess. Okay. So we got that. So yeah, not sure why they turned Ming Lee down from Real Housewives of Atlanta, but she still found her way on Basketball Wives. So either way, she's getting a check. Probably not as much as she was going to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you got to crawl before you can walk. All right, maybe she'll get on there next season. Who knows? All right, Drew, you really can leave because you ain't got no fucking storyline yourself. But let's continue, shall we? All right, so we do not have a long pop in. Let's see. All right, so I'll go ahead and share this because I did find it. As you guys know, Al B. Sure is set to testify in the Diddy case. I found this particular clip because a lot of people were saying, why is Al B. Sure's son going to court every day supporting Diddy? Like, that is Al B. Sure's son, and why is he so supportive of Diddy versus trying to support his own father? Well, I found this clip. It says that Al B. Sure was warned by Kim Porter to stay away from their son Quincy because of Diddy. Now, Diddy was running around saying that he adopted Quincy because he was trying to say that Al B. Sure wasn't there for him and all this other stuff. He wasn't stepping up as a father. But it sounds like Quincy has made it very clear that his son was never, Al B. Sure rather, has made it clear that Quincy was never adopted by Puffy. He just stood up, or stepped up rather, and just started buying him stuff and pretending to be his dad, kind of like he was doing with the other child that looked like Wolf, the guy that used to be his security guard. Okay, so Diddy just out here claiming kids and beating people. Diddy's out here claiming kids and beating women. So let's get into this video, honey, of what Al B. Sure had to say.
Keep in mind that what people were fed in this propaganda against me over the years about, oh, Puffy did this and adopted your kid and adopted this. There's no adoption. None. There's no letter to my father and all that. All crafted by a publicist. And if you haven't noticed, his name is still Brown. People thought I was absent, things of that nature. It was basically instructed by Kimberly. I was told that Buffy wasn't too happy about anyone who had a relationship with Kimberly. I was very much under, listen, you promise on our son's life, just stay out of the way, don't get involved. Being told, please, don't do that tough guy Mount Vernon shit, you will get killed. Even to the point where I remember, oof. Yeah, no, I can't go into that. There's legal proceedings going on right now, so this will be. But yeah, I will share that at some point. Let's just say you got to listen to Kimberly, because not only was she trying to save me, she was putting her own life in danger. To keep in mind.
You hear that? So Kim sent like a subliminal warning to Al be sure to stay away from Quincy, because Diddy has stepped up and was playing father, and he wanted to have this look in the public eye, and had Al be sure kind of pushed it and said, hey, that's my son, and tried to be there and distract Diddy from trying to play daddy to somebody else's child, because he did not want Al be sure in Quincy's life, because then that would mean that he would be also in Kim's life, because y'all know the two of them used to be together, and Diddy was very jealous. So in an effort to keep Al be sure away from his son, he was running around saying, hey, that's my son. Anytime he'd be on red carpet, this is my son. Everybody knew that was not his son, because he looked just like Al be sure. As you guys heard Al be sure say, hey, if you noticed, Quincy's last name is still Brown right after me. He's named after him. He was born on Al be sure's birthday. So it was hard for Kim in terms of trying to save her own life, while she also was being abused by Diddy, allegedly. But she also was trying to save Al be sure's life, knowing how dangerous Diddy and his entourage could be if Al be sure pushed of trying to be in Quincy's life. So no doubt, I feel like Quincy has been lied to a lot as he's grown up around Diddy, and he's seen a lot of things, but I feel like he was able to have a certain lifestyle being around Diddy and a lot of things, and he didn't have to worry about money and where he was going to stay, clothes, being able to get movie roles, because y'all know he's into acting and he's trying to dabble into music as well. So he would not have had those opportunities had he probably not been around Diddy. And I feel like Kim was trying to shield her son as well as Al be sure, because she still had love for him, according to what Al be sure said, that Kim was talking about going to the feds prior to her death. And a lot of people feel like she's not here anymore because some things that she saw with Diddy and some male invitees that she was going to talk about. It was rumors that she was going to do a book, and it was said that she had hidden some flash drives of some information that she knew about Diddy. And if you guys remember, I read you guys the book too, where she told Diddy, I'm tired of your shit. You don't control me no more. And that she was going to expose him. And the next thing we know, she's not here anymore because of pneumonia. So shout out to Al be sure for being transparent. Obviously, he's not afraid no more. Y'all remember he had his own medical condition where he almost passed. He blames Diddy for that. He said that Diddy is the full cause of why he was in the hospital and almost nearly lost his life while he was in that coma. We also know about Jamie Foxx being in a coma where he almost didn't make it. He also allegedly blames Diddy for that as well. So Diddy does have a lot of pull, a long reach when it comes to doing things to people that he feels is coming against him. I mean, do we see Tupac and Biggie anymore? We do not. Their lives were taken allegedly, it's said, by Diddy. Okay, so I don't know. This case is getting very sticky, but Al be sure is set to testify in the Diddy trial, according to him. I showed it on my show where he sat down on a news outlet and he spoke on that and how he was excited to finally be able to speak his truth and speak for Kim Porter, who is no longer here, who is the mother of his child. All right, his firstborn child, who he wrote the song Forever My Lady about for Jodeci. Okay, so y'all go do your history on that. Y'all know it. All right, he wrote Forever My Lady. Y'all know it, and that's a huge hit, but that song was written by Al be sure about Kim Porter. Let's move on. Ooh, child. Y'all know I be knowing my stuff over here. All right. So let's get into Papoose, because he was not going to let Remy Ma just be out here talking shit and saying, hey, if you need an attorney, I'll pay for it. I already done filed for the divorce. We just saw this. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and skip ahead and show what she had to say first. Then we're going to show the receipts in terms of what Papoose had to say in our show. Because he was like, bitch, you ain't going to play in my face. If you really want to be divorced, let's do it. Okay. Oh, let's do it. That's what he told her ass. So let's get into it. Let's show one more time what Remy Ma had to say. All right. Hold on a second. That's coming up. And there we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So boom.
In 2008. That's not who this is now. Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I would like. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. Stop married. I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start, like, yeah, we not touching that. Let's talk about what I have coming up. If that's really the case. I don't care who brought up what.
Okay, so y'all hear what Remy Ma had to say. Papoose said, baby, you're not going to play in my face. Remy Ma was like, she'll pay for the divorce and all that. Let's go ahead and look at these receipts, because according to New Jersey courts, Papoose is filed for divorce. So he says that good afternoon, Shamel, which is Papoose, says that please see the confirmation email below confirming that we have filed the complaint for divorce. Says that when we receive the official docket number from the court, I will forward same to you, and we will be able to serve through official channels. It says that if you need anything further, please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you. Very truly yours, Papoose. They said that Papoose, this was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? Okay, says that she's pump faking, hashtag pump faking. Papoose goes on to say that the only reason that I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. So I feel like he really wanted to maybe come back. Maybe he just out having, playtime with Clarissa, but he was going to try to make his way back and maybe for his daughter, or he didn't want his daughter to be embarrassed. So maybe he was trying to hold off on doing that for quite some time. But Remy, she's popping off on social media about this divorce. So he had to go ahead and let her know. So he goes on to say that she has to go to school when two individuals behave like two civilized adults. All right. So it says here, hashtag clapback season. Papoose post confirmation that he has filed for divorce following Remy Ma's request that he retain a lawyer. So obviously he got the money, because he got a receipt right here. According to New Jersey courts, he says that your filing has been successfully submitted. Below are the details for your reference. It's transaction ID. It gives it there. Filing submitted by, it gives his information. Filing date, which is today, coincidentally, 5/22/2025 at 5:16 p.m. He's filed for divorce officially. Court division, family court. Docket type, divorce or post-divorce. Filing type, complaint with parent education regulation or regular. Says filing fee, $325. Payment, $325. JACS, number 143902. Document file, document type, affidavit verification and non-collusion, affidavit verification and non-collusion, certification, litigant, okay? So it goes on to tell us that he goes on to say that this divorce was easy to do. Says he held off for the sake of their daughter. She has to go to school. As I just read, said when two individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully and privately. So that's what he's telling her. She wants to be public about it. He says this should have been done privately, like he did, but obviously he had to show his receipt because Remy tried to play in his face. So he goes on to say that, and that was my intentions. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, he said it turns into a circus, which can lead to an embarrassment for my child. Says that you just lied for an hour straight, but actions speak louder than words, louder than lies. Okay, says that you just called me yesterday trying to get back with me, and I said no. Ooh, Remy. See, she was on here acting like Papoose was just, the worst person in the world. He says that Remy just called him yesterday trying to get back with him. Now, I just told y'all in my video prior to this one that Remy and Easy the Block broke up. Their situationship did not work out. So Remy is single now. She's sitting back watching Papoose running around, going on vacation and all this stuff with Clarissa. He was just seen in a recent video training with her. So he's at all her fights, sitting front row seat. And I feel like Remy feels a way about that. Now, I told you also that Remy and Papoose still live in the same house because they're still trying to show this parental dynamic for their daughter. All right. Papoose still staying there. Remy still staying there in the same house. I guess Clarissa, she doesn't feel a way about that. She said, hey, this man calls me every day. I see him every day. So she feels their relationship is solid. But according to what Papoose just said, is that Remy called him yesterday trying to get back with him. So, and he said no. So it looks like he's over it and done with it. I think he feels a way that he waited on her and he took care of her kid while she was away in jail or prison, rather, for as long as she was. He was going every other day, according to him, to go and see her, to encourage her. He was writing her, putting money on her books, only for her to get out and for her to play in his face and wind up with some other nigga that was a no-name rapper that was pretty much irrelevant and was throwing it in Papoose's face. So I feel like he felt a way about that. So I feel like he, was trying to spin the block on, or maybe show her that, hey, you ain't the only person that can go out here and get somebody. So he went out and started fooling with Clarissa. And I feel like he really liked her a little bit because he is always seen with her and she's saying she's in love. So I don't know. If he's saying he told Remy no, if she's calling to get back together for whatever reason, then it's given that his heart may be with Clarissa. Clarissa's talking about having kids with Papoose and moving on to the next stage of probably getting married. And she's talking about this in interviews. So this lets me know they've been probably having this conversation of moving on. And now he's filed for divorce. It's given that he may go ahead at some point in time and make it official with Clarissa, and they may have some kids and be happy. And Remy is going to be sitting back like, damn, what the fuck did I do? And why did I play in this nigga face like this and do all of this on social media trying to clout chase and make, Papoose feel bad about, the situation when I could have just shut my damn mouth and fixed the shit behind the scenes for our daughter's sake. So this shit is getting very, very messy, as you guys can see. And not always when a person filed for divorce. Sometimes people file for divorce to teach a person a lesson or to wake them up. Look at Judge Mathis and his wife. She filed for divorce. They're back together. They're doing fine. She called off the divorce. They're going to make it work. This situation could be the same, but somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt. Unfortunately, somebody's going to get hurt. Clarissa, it may be you if Papoose decides he wants to save his marriage for the sake of his daughter. And if he decides that he don't want to work it out and he don't really care about staying with Remy no more, then Remy's going to be hurt. His daughter may be hurt as well because he's going to be moving out officially from the house now that he's filed for divorce. That's going to make shit a little bit stickier for him to be around Remy now after he's go ahead and initiated this divorce, because it's crazy. I don't know, y'all. This is a complex situation. Let's continue. Oh my God. What y'all think?
Married in
So 2008, she's saying they got married. Remy said she filed for divorce. Everything was already signed. So it sounded like she was ready to go. But according to what he's saying here, you just called me last night to ask me to get back together. And I said no. So it's given that she may be rethinking her decision. But it was kind of crazy wild for you to get on social media and make this whole video talking shit about him and the fact that he is holding up the divorce like you just really want it so bad after you just reached out. Now, if he posts some damn text messages showing that you don't reached out to him and begging him to come back, Remy, I'm going to know something. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I am going to know something. Is Remy my live right now? I ain't got time for this shit, y'all. I ain't about to do this back and forth. I'm just telling you. Listen, I'll spin the block tomorrow on. If she went live, I'll try to spin the block tomorrow and do an update. I ain't about to sit on her live while she on this bullshit. Because, baby, you went live already. And now that he done posted these damn receipts about this divorce that you said you already filed and signed off on, and you just waiting on him to sign off, it's giving that there's some lies somewhere. It's something in the buttermilk that ain't clean. Because if you still reaching out to this man and talking about you want to work this shit out, and he don't went and filed for divorce, I'm going to know something. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Schoolboy in the building. I'm just saying, damn. Can they leave me alone with this? I'm really trying not to care too much about this because they get on my nerves. Like, Remy, you were wrong. You jumped this shit off by going out here messing with Easy the Block and letting him talk greasy to your damn husband. Okay? Now you don't force Papoose hand like, bitch, I done sat here and stood up for your ass while you was sitting there in prison. Boo screwed up with bitches for years and years and years. And when your ass get out, I'm right here. Don't raise your son who is now going to prison because he done pow somebody. Like, girl, bye. I don't know nobody else that's that loyal. And I ain't saying the Papoose is without fault, because I'm pretty sure he did some shit too that probably helped initiate this situation. Everybody's at fault here. And I ain't taking up for nobody. But what I am saying is stop playing these damn reindeer games of running around here and filing paperwork that you don't want to file to try to please the audience and get some clout from social media. Because at the end of the day, this is your real life. Y'all have a daughter that is in between this bullshit. Remy, it's a sad situation that you waited all this time in your life at your later years in life to have a child by Papoose, something that you wanted to do. And as soon as you have that, you fuck it up by being with a nigga you ain't even with no more. You ain't with Easy to Block. Y'all fighting now. And you fighting with Papoose. Like, girl. Ooh, they get on my nerves. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to be too invested in this bullshit, but this is the update. As you guys can see on my screen, according to New Jersey courts, Papoose has officially filed for divorce today. As y'all can see, file date 5/22/2025 at 5:16 p.m. All right. Yeah, that's a few hours ago. He's like, fuck this. So docket type is divorce, post-divorce, as y'all can see. He paid the money because Remy tried to say, hey, if you ain't got the money, I'll pay it. Or maybe somebody that say they love you can pay it. Well, bitch, he don't need the money, obviously, because he done went down there and put that $325 on that divorce. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure something will, I'll be checking the shade room. I'm pretty sure something will be said or done by tomorrow. And we will spin the block and talk about it in Car Chronicles, okay? Yeah. I'm not going back live tonight over this bullshit. I promise you. But that is it, and that is all, chat. I ain't got no more. Let me see what some of y'all comments say, honey. Yeah, let me see what these, because I know she gagging. I know she gagging, baby. You done talked too. You done spoke too soon, sis. You spoke way too soon. Let me see what y'all saying about this, child. Ooh. Let's go up. Let's go up. So the Drew may as well fess up. Let's put it up. SR Howard said Drew may as well fess up. Says that who does she think that she is fooling, not us grown folk? Right, sneaking and freaking. Right. I said the same thing. It's too many people saying that they got receipts on you, Drew Sidora, out here doing what you were doing with Ty. Okay, now if you like a little something like that, if you like that, then that's what you like. But don't be out here lying. Damn. Yeah, we flirted, I lie. Yeah, you did more than flirt. Okay, if you was with Ty, you did it with Ty, you flirted, and you did a little bit more than flirt. All right, so Tam C says Al B. Shure's mom just passed away. She did. I saw that. Yep. SR Howard again says that I'm so glad that God healed his body. Yes, child, said that he was really down bad. He really was. Scorpion Miss says that I believe her book would have been a blockbuster. Hell yeah. Did he stop that? Because he knew Kim Porter knew everybody, every bit of his damn business, child. Every bit of his damn business. Tripping Hard said that he shouldn't leave without his half of the estate. Said that Remy wouldn't leave without it if it was the other way around. Stop with the BS. Okay, yeah. All right. Shout out Schoolboy in the building. Schoolboy says the child, did she sign the papers? I don't see what nothing was signed. Says that I heard word on the curb that her and her and Easy broke up. Her and Easy broke up, honey. So now she's like, let me go on back to Papoose. But he like, let me stop it right there. Bitch, no. Okay. I'm like that too. If I'm trying to be apologetic or be on the cordial and a person keep giving me kickback, I ain't gonna beg you. I'm just not that type of person to beg you. Okay. If I show you that I care and you catch me when I care and you want to act a fool, I just don't care no more. And when I stop caring, I'm the worst person. When I don't care no more, that shit is a wrap. I'm the type, I ain't gonna never beg you. I'm not doing that. I'm never gonna do that. Nope. Scuba also said that she slept with the Temu version of him. He want the Temu. Why he the Temu version though? I'm like, you should just stay with Papoose. Damn. Oh my gosh, she was shouting this nigga out in songs and stuff. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's like he was subliminally trying to send a message to Papoose, and then he will pop out with Clarissa and like her fights and stuff. I was like, y'all niggas play too much. Y'all are like, it's like tit for tat at this point. Oh my God, that's so stupid. TLC said very messy. Said at this point, sign the papers and move on. Period. It's too far gone for me. It's too far gone. Said that Caramel Drew Sidora, last name is misspelled on your title. Is it? Child, child, who is Dodora? I have the hold on. Let me see. Can I change it? Let me see if it'll let me change it. Child, me and these nails, baby. I got nails over here. So y'all pardon me. Y'all know I can spell. Child, we went to school. Yeah, I have to change it whenever I whenever I get off because he wanted me changing now. But thank you for letting me know, child, because we went to school in here now. I can spell and read if I can't do nothing else. But I'll have to change when I get off. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. All right. Kim, you says it. They are both live now, Papoose and Remy. Child, I told you tomorrow. Tomorrow, honey. I'm not about to go live with these folk tonight. I'm over this bullshit. I promise you. I'm not. Nope. We'll talk about it in Car Chronicles because they'll be good and they'll get it all out of their system by then. I'm not sitting on their lives because I'm ready to go to bed. No. All right. But thank y'all for being here. Okay. Thank y'all for coming on back. So I had to give y'all that update since Papoose has responded, honey, and then file for the divorce. It's really happening, y'all, I guess. But then again, like I said, until the judge slam that gavel down, and that's when it's gonna be final. But he could be pulling our leg and just filing it just to show that he could file it. And if she's saying, hey, I want to be back with you, then she might stall now by saying, hey, now I was just playing, going out and telling people we don't want a divorce, that we want to work this shit out and we can go to family court or counseling or something like that. So we'll see what happens after that. Rose said, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to get my meds. Girl, if you don't get into bed, Rose is so dedicated. When I tell y'all, Rose, baby, listen, if you got to get into bed, if you got to tap out one day and not be in here and mod for me, I am not going to be mad because I know what you're dealing with, okay? You already hit me up in the DM and I ain't going to put your business out there because that's between me and you. But listen, if you need to get in your bed and rest and take your meds, girl, please do that. You do not have to be up here doing this, okay? We still got Scorpion Miss. We still got Belle Wilson. We still got Tyra. We still got KBR, okay? And True TV Podcast, baby, she's going to jump in and help out as well, okay? So I'm never going to be upset if you feel like you can't do it, okay? I appreciate your dedication too, though, all right? I want to let you know that. So feel better, love, all right? Sending hugs and prayers your way. And that's for anybody else that's not feeling well or you are dealing with some type of medical condition, all right? Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. I will get back with you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. Let's see. I got a meeting that I got to go to at 11:30. So I'm going to have to breeze on in. All right. We're going to have to get in. I may have to slightly cut my show maybe cut, a few topics, but we'll still have Car Chronicles. But I'm going to have to get on to my meeting, chat at 11:30. All right. And I got to be there on time. So I will see you guys in the morning. All right. Feel better, Rose, and everyone else. Again, thank you, Schoolboy, for dropping by the chat tonight, and thank you for any other content creator that popped in as well. All right, love you guys down. Thank you, Scorpion Miss. I see you in the building as well. Thank you to all the caramelians that stopped by to support the video. All right, love you guys down. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and